Hello, hello, Nir Bashan. Welcome to Entrepreneur Talks podcast run by Women Flakes. I don't know if I said your name right, but there we go. This is me.
You got it pretty good.
Oh, that's good. So I'm so excited to get to know more about yourself and share with my listeners. And so before I go into your story or to your journey, tell me, where are you talking from?
I'm in Orlando, Florida.
Fantastic. And what time is there? Because I'm in London. I think its time is a bit different, right?
Yeah, it's early morning here. I think it's like afternoon for you guys. You guys are 5 hours ahead.
Ah, all
I
right.
know I know that from the Premier League.
Okay, okay. That's good. That's good. And the games are on now, right? I
They
think.
are. They're the season started and it's going pretty good. It's almost halfway done.
So, just for curiosity, which one is your team?
I'm West Ham. West Ham, East
Oh,
London.
really? Okay, West Ham. Oh, okay, I'm Chelsea. Just
Uh-oh. Okay, I got to go now. I'm just kidding.
okay, okay. So for now, we're gonna go focus on Nir Bashan. Who is Nir Bashan in 3 words?
In 3 words, wow.
I love it.
That's a tough one. I think I am a a creative entrepreneur. I don't know, dreamer maybe.
That's lovely. That's great. That's really powerful.
Yeah, totally.
Actually, the dreamer.
Right? Why not?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So, and when it comes to dreams, and then so you said creative, entrepreneur, and dreamer. I think they are all connected, right? And that
I
good
think
thing.
so too. Yeah, I think they're all kind of the same thing. I started working when I was 9 years old in Los Angeles, and I would go door to door on the weekends, washing people's cars.
Oh,
And you had to be a bit like of a dreamer, of a entrepreneur to think that like somebody's going to give you their car keys, at 9 years old. Like, here's my car to my keys to my awesome car. Go wash it.
yeah.
So it's pretty funny. We ended up not washing very many cars. We ended up doing a bunch of other stuff. And that's where I had to learn how to get creative and entrepreneurial in the fact that I had to shift my business to do something else,
Right.
and that taught me a lifetime of being adaptable to change and adaptable to circumstance in order to be successful.
Fantastic. So, and from all this, like since when you were 9 years old, and then you start your own business, your real business, not washing the cars because that was for fun. Like, okay, I can do this, but what have you created so far? What have you been doing?
So I ran a furniture refinishing company for a while. That was very interesting.
Wow.
I ran a Hollywood production company where we put out movies and stuff like that. I ran an advertising agency for a very long time. And now I have my own company. 3 people. We do webinars and keynotes and workshops and consulting with various companies all over the world, and I really enjoy it. It's a very very fun thing to do.
So, how long you been doing this? Like your last.
About 4.5 years now. Yeah, and we published a book called The Creator Mindset, which is available on all the channels. You can get it at any bookstore, and the book is really a recipe on how to be creative. So you can hire me to help you do it, or you can buy the book. The book is way cheaper.
Good note for anyone. If you don't have money, go and buy the book.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, like, almost all the consulting assignments or the keynotes or the workshops that I do, which are wonderful, are in the book. They're parts of the book, and so I think people want it more customized per their application. So they call or they send me an email
Yeah.
and say, Nir, can you come in? And we love that chapter 14. I say, okay. And they're like, can you come in and like customize it for what we're doing?
Wow,
And I enjoy it.
that's a really practical book. I can think, right?
100%. I am so about giving people tools so that they can use today. I'm not like a writer, like
I love
Steinbeck or something, or there's no smoking cigars in a cabin somewhere and with snow falling down, that kind of thing. This is a book that I wrote so that people can use the how
very
of
easy.
totally it's actionable items and stuff like that. And I wrote it while building my business. I wrote it while on a plane to see a client. I wrote it while I had 15 minutes before the kids woke up in the morning. I mean,
Oh,
this is the real deal. I'm not an academic in school.
yes, yes,
This
yes,
isn't
yes, yes.
theory. This is what I've seen work over and over again. And I think that's why it's doing so well. People are really, really drawn to work that helps them out immediately, and we got voted the top 40 business books of 2020 by Porchlight, which is one of the biggest, business book people. And I get emails several times a week from people who read the book and were like, wow, I'm actually going to do this, or wow, thanks for helping. And then once in a while I get an email from somebody who didn't like it. They're like, what were you thinking? Which is awesome.
Yeah, to give you more power, like to feel like, okay, okay, that's good. Is one in a while. So one thing I want to mention, because your energy is so good, but I would rather pay you than buy the book. Just
There we go.
because I love it. I love it because I believe, like, I'm just seeing you talking right now, and I'm thinking, yeah, if someone that wants to hire you instead of the book, they will be so happy, like to have you around, like full of energy. You look.
Yeah, I love it. And I talk in the book and in life about how once you find your meaning, your DNA, your sort of creative who you are, I think that you can go on to do anything that you want. I think a lot of us spend our whole lives trying to understand why it is that we're doing what we're doing. Like there's a very good reason you're hosting this podcast. There's a very good reason you have your organization and you're doing what you're doing.
Yeah,
And that is your market differentiator, right? That is your DNA to use as you grow, to use as you develop sales and as you turn revenue into profit, so on and so forth. And we need to embrace more of that in our day to day and not run away from it. And
absolutely.
that's what I think that I help people create.
That's good. That's good. Thank you, Nate. And you mentioned that is four of us. Is that correct? Like in your company, four?
Yes, three. I have three people on the staff.
Oh, okay. So when you say that three people, they work like you, they go and travel to clients, or they deal with that, or it's only you?
We're small but mighty. The no, they help me with sales and accounting and
Oh,
stuff
okay.
like that. I spend about half of my day on the sales side. Talking with client, getting people excited about a workshop or a particular piece of consulting that we're doing. And then half of my day I spend on the content side, right? With podcasts like this,
Fine.
writing articles for, various publications and, sort of creating more and more content and more opinions and stuff like that. So that's roughly how I split my day, and the staff helps me with both of those attributes.
Fantastic. And how many, or what kind of business do you work with? When someone looks for you, what kind of business they are?
So
Small,
I work,
big?
yeah, definitely. I work with a bunch of different businesses. I work with some small mom and pop businesses, and I've worked with Fortune 500 companies. I've worked with JetBlue and Suzuki, and different types of companies like that. So I do a lot of work. Usually, when I work with a bigger company, they want me to come into the sales channel and help them there. figure out why the Northeast is not talking to the Southwest, stuff like that. How do we get more creative?
Yeah.
But I also, I'm doing a whole web series on presentation for a Fortune 500 company to help them understand why they have to be more creative in presentations. And I have kind of a formula of how to present. And, so I'm going to present it to them and tell them, now you know the rules, break them, right? And so that's kind of the different work that I do for different organizations.
Fantastic. And that makes you unique, because I never heard something like that. Like, yeah, I never heard that kind of business before.
Yeah, I hope that it's different enough that it is something that people get value out of. I'm all about giving people value and helping them to develop a creative sensibility. I think we're too long on the analytical side, right? We deal with facts and figures and spreadsheets and logic and all this stuff. And that's good, but it only enables us to use half of our potential. If we don't excite and use and create with the creative side of our mind, we're forever not getting where we need to go. We're forever stuck, time and time again. A lot of the bigger clients that have me come in have already had the 4 biggest consultancies come in, and they've already looked at the efficiencies of one procedure to get it 0.002% faster or cheaper or better or whatever. And they've always hit a plateau. They maybe things get better for a little while, but then it always stagnates. And for me, that stagnation comes from the fact that analytics can only get you so far. And at a certain point, you need to start to use both sides of your brain, your potential, to solve problems. And that's what I advocate, and that's what I do.
That's where you go in and you explode and I'll give the explode in a good way, no exploding the building also.
Right. Yeah, it's you get to see people kind of excited, and what happens is I really try to teach people, and through stories and workshops and all that stuff, that you got to see the world as it can be, not as it is. If you see the world as it is, that's an analytical construct. If you change that around and you see it as it can be, then you get unlimited problem solving potential. A lot of times people tell me, Nir, you're going to come in and that's great. We'll pay you. It's going to be fantastic. But then you're going to tell me to buy a bunch of stuff, right? I got to buy this or equipment or whatever. And everything that I talk about, everything in the book and everything that I do with consulting work, all of that stuff is free, 100% free. It's about shifting your mentality and shifting your mindset to look at problems with your full potential. And so I really enjoy seeing the, people go, wow, cool. So we don't have to spend more money. Okay, cool. How do I shift my mentality? How do I do it? And that's kind of what I talk about in the book and through my work.
That's really good. That's really good. Now I'm getting more excited. I was excited already, but I'm getting more excited now just to find out, like, it is all about, and it's for free. And when it comes for free, a lot of people, yes, I know that is a lot of things for free, and it's not a good advice, go for free. But this kind of stuff, it has to start, I believe, like a lot of stuff in your book must be from inside to outside, like from your beliefs, from your positivity, from your affirmation. That must be something, a lot of stuff there, right? Talking about it.
100%. We were all born creative, and then later in life we stop being creative. We're told, oh, don't, learn the numbers, math is everything. And those things are important, but they're not everything. And so we're walking around as human beings on earth with this feeling like we're not fulfilled and we're not getting where we need to go, and we haven't achieved what we want to achieve. And that's because we're only literally on a half tank of gas, like operating with only eating half our meal, or only having half of the amount of sleep or whatever. And we're constantly like, what's going on here? And so when we're able to think together with the creative and the analytic, our potential as humanity is unbelievable. And it's happened several times in history. And, you see huge bump of living, standard of living in medicine and all kinds of things. But they don't continue. They're just kind of bumps and then they go back down. And so we need to like keep it going up. And that's my mission. That's what I want to do.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Nir. I really, really, really enjoyed this teaching today. And
Thank
I'm
you.
excited about your book, and I will check if I can afford you then.
Yeah, you'll be fine. It's not too expensive. It's like $18 US. So that's like, I don't know, $10 England.
Oh, that's
pounds.
Good. So, and now tell me, how can people connect with you and find more about your work? Where?
Definitely. So my name is Nir Bashan, NIRBASHAN. There's only 3 of us in the entire world. Okay. So
wow.
Yeah, I'm not the one uploading the Call of Duty clips, and I'm not the the closet designer in Israel. There's the closet designer in Israel. Anyway, I'm easy to find. Just Google my name. I would love to hear from you and your listeners. And we have an online community. It's really great. Join. It's free. There's no Viagra ads or anything like weird, and you get to like collaborate with different people. There's students and CEOs on there, and you get to talk about creativity. It's really neat. So I would love it if you joined. I'd love it if your listeners joined, and we'll see you guys on there.
Okay, fantastic. And all the links, everything will be on the description of the podcast. So my listeners, they will get access straight away when this come live and get to know more about Nir Bashan, the third one.
This is the third one, yeah.
If you're the third one of the number one, but you are one of the 3. Thank you, and you take care, Nir, and all the best all the time, and keep doing what you must love, and don't stop, don't give up, never.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Take care. Bye-bye.